Yeah.
Most people don't deserve to be proud of themselves.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. A lot of people say, oh, you know, I have confidence issues. And I say, if I was you, I would have confidence issues. Of course. I completely understand why you have confidence issues. You're a dork. But we have to be realistic here. We have to be absolutely and utterly realistic, because the world is brutal and it's harsh. If you're not proud of yourself, you probably don't deserve to be proud of yourself, so you're not going to feel happy. And you just talked about confidence. Confidence comes from competence. The reason I'm confident is because I'm good at everything. Right. I'm good at everything I do. The things I'm not good at, I'm not confident in, of course. And I know what they are. I don't do them very often. I've now created my reality to the point where I don't do anything I'm not good at.
You just hire.
I either hire or I just don't want to do it. Like I don't play darts. Yeah. I'm not good at darts, right? I do what I'm good at. Yeah. So yeah, I'm absolutely and utterly confident because I'm absolutely and utterly competent, and that takes practice and discipline and motivation, and you need to fail a few times. You need to get up. And like I said earlier, when I learned my entire mindset in professional fighting and chess, the two combined, that's how it comes down to. And when people say, oh, I have competence issues, usually I can look them up and down and say, yeah, if I was you, I would completely and utterly struggle with confidence issues. Because the world is competitive, and there's men like me on the planet and friends like mine on the planet, and you're competing against us for money, for girls, for status, for resource, and you're going to be destroyed and decimated the entire time. So of course you have confidence issues when you can be annihilated in real time by the competitor. Yeah. Why wouldn't you have confidence issues? You'd be psychopathic not to. Well, it's supposed to be. Yeah. This is the thing that I don't truly understand. If I'm unhappy with something and I'm uncomfortable with something, I fix it. Yeah. That's endless motivation, which I don't truly believe in as a concept, but that's endless fuel for the fire.
Right.
If I was unhappy with something about myself, regardless of what it was, I would be able to take all of that discomfort and turn it into endless energy to get the problem fixed.
Yeah, exactly.
But these people seem to
it's okay to be unhappy.
Yeah. Well, these people seem to sit and say, I'm really unhappy with X, but then stay doing X. So I don't believe they're truly actually unhappy. What you'll notice if you live life long enough is that somebody will sit and say to you, I'm unhappy being a loser. You say, why are you a loser? I just sit at home and play video games 7 days a week. And you're like, okay. And maybe 3 days of the week, they're unhappy doing that. Yeah. And that's the time they email you, and that's the time they want to make a change. But 4 days of the week, they don't really, it doesn't really bother them. Yeah, it doesn't really bother them. Because if it bothered them 7 days a week, guess what?
They would fix it.
Correct. Yeah. So I have very little sympathy for people. And that's not because I'm not a nice person, but it's because I've been so hard on myself, and I've been through so many things that were difficult, and I've been through so much pain and trauma myself, some of it self-inflicted, some of it given to me by God to make me a better person. But I've been so difficult on myself. It's very hard for me to look at somebody who's refused to be difficult on themselves and see them as my equal or feel sympathy or pity for them. Why would I feel pity for somebody who took the easy route when I took the hardest possible route? Yeah. I took the hardest possible way to be the man I am, and you were too big of a, and now you want me to feel sorry for you? I don't feel sorry for you. Yeah. I don't feel sorry for these people. And because as a man, you can be anything you decide you want to be. That's the beauty of being a male. You can build your character completely from the ground up, just like a video game. Every single thing about me that people respect, I built. I was not born a world champion kickboxer. I was not born this intelligent or intellectual. I was not born this rich. I was not born this strong. I was not born this confident. I was not born this interesting. I was not born this charismatic and humble and gorgeous and tall and strong and sexy. I was not born none of these things. I became these things myself. So I deserve all the spoils of war. And anybody who decides they don't want to work hard enough to become those things, then they deserve to sit and accept they're my inferior. Yeah. That's their problem. I couldn't sleep when I was broke. And this is what we're talking about, being uncomfortable and how it can motivate you. When I didn't have enough money to buy whatever I wanted, I couldn't fall asleep at night because I understood there are people out there that did, and I didn't see them as better than me. And I thought, why are these people who I don't see as my superior living an experience that I can't live? And it bothered me to the point where I could not sleep. So yeah, that was real. When you talk about suffering mentally, I don't really consider that suffering. I have had a very painful life. I still think to a degree I do, but that's self-inflicted. But I can't imagine living any other way. I can't imagine living in this idea, this utopian, every day, just, girls, drink, hedonism. I don't want that. Yeah, it's degenerate. I think the only thing you can do that's not degenerate is usually be fighting a battle or solving a problem.
Growth.
Yeah, growth. Yeah. So you need to either fight a battle or solve a problem to avoid degeneracy, which means I'm constantly looking for them. I'm currently one of the largest battles a man can possibly take on. I'm taking on the Matrix, the most powerful people on the planet.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, is my life difficult? Yeah. Am I complaining about that? No. In fact, I'd hate it for it to be another way. I've had some invites to some strange places with some strange people. I've had some anonymous messages, which I verified to be true. Scary, I guess. I've definitely been contacted. But initially, when they speak to you, they try to. They try and get a degree of leverage. They try and drive you. So they're trying to fight you to party or use their generosity. Try and get threat against you and try and blackmail you. Or they try and offer you a whole ton of money for this contract. So you have to be careful what you say. They try very hard initially to give you without violence. Yeah, without violence. They try with degeneracy. That's what they try. And yeah, well, you know, most people's hearts and souls can be bought. So when they can print unlimited money, why would they do violence? They can just print unlimited money and give it to somebody else. But when you're like me and you don't care about it, and you also have morals as a person, I am their friend. They can't find me. And they've tried. And they can't convince me either. Or law. They can't. I'd rather go without. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So they can't. Yeah, I'm good. So, and that frustrates me because 99% of men in my position start chasing girls, chasing money. Yeah, I don't think I ever would have sold my soul because I have a baseline morality. However, yeah, you're right. I do live in abundance. So sometimes say no, but greed is real and humans are all naturally greedy. No matter how much you have, you want more, right? Someone comes along now and offers me $200 million. You're still going to say, oh, that would be nice. Let's even talk about Islam. That's the reason I have so much respect for Islam as a whole. I have so much respect for it because they have a baseline morality. We're here in Dubai. You could walk outside and find a poor construction worker who just moved here, no money, can barely afford to eat, and offer $1 million to the next bucket. You'll never do it. You'll never do it. Whereas in the West, you would go and find a Christian. $1. Yeah. So it doesn't mean anything, right? So it's that baseline morality that they can't corrupt that they're afraid of. Why they're afraid of Islam, why they're afraid of Jesus, why they're afraid of people who sit and say there is more to life than this and that. And simply be generous. Yeah, they don't like anything that can't be this was untrue. Well, yeah, they have a higher purpose and a higher calling. I do think a lot of the world's problems, especially in the West, is the absolute degeneracy and the work of, did you say shaitan? Shaitan, yeah. The work of shaitan. It could be fixed. I call for the Islamification of all Western countries because Christianity has absolutely utterly failed. The idea of a religion is to preserve the morality and preserve the traditions of the country. If you have failed to do that, then you're no longer a religion. If you're going to sit there and inside of your own country, your prophets are mocked, all of your ideals are ignored.
It's okay.
And it doesn't matter. Yeah. And society is degenerating in real time, and your children are no longer safe from brainwashing by the Matrix, then your religion, in and of itself as a concept, has failed. Christianity has failed to preserve Christian values on any level in any country ever. So now that you know it's a failed religion, that only leaves one religion left in which you can install. Degeneracy will disappear. Yeah. Crime will disappear. Men and women will stay families again. People will have children. People all the world's problems will be fixed.
They'll chase their goals.
Absolutely. I call for the Islamification of the entire Western world because otherwise we have atheistic countries. And when you remove religion, now what do you have? People are now adhering to woke ideology and this new insane religion. Everybody has a religion. If you remove Christianity from the West, you don't have atheists. You now have these people adhering to this woke, new world liberal psychopathy where people are doing absolutely insane and disgusting things to each other and children, and they're sitting there saying that that's progressive somehow, and it's absolutely and utterly disgusting. So if we need a God to believe in to preserve morality and decency amongst humanity, then let's have a God that people actually fear and respect. And that's why Islam is the only religion left on the planet. There's no other religion you can possibly name that even matters. What's made me the most money is the War Room. The War Room is a private members organization that I run. So when I first got extremely wealthy, I wanted to know where I kind of felt like I'd gone to outer space expecting to see aliens, and I got there and there were none.
No idea.
I was like, where is everybody? Okay, I'm rich, but I expected once I became rich to meet other men who were rich, focused, intelligent, had their dating lives in order, their physical health in order, their finances in order, their connections in order. And I got to the top of the mountain. I looked around and realized nobody had it. Like, yeah, this guy's rich, but he's cucked by his wife and he's fat. This guy